Some things in life do not break you. They just redirect you, but when you are in the middle of losing something you love, it does not feel like a redirect. It feels like an ending. This is the story of a seed. A tiny, ordinary seed that had no idea what it was becoming. And if you have ever lost something you thought you could not live without, stay with me, because this story might change the way you see it. Deep in a quiet forest, there was an old tree, tall, strong, rooted so deep the earth itself seemed to hold on to it. And on one of its highest branches lived a seed. Not just any seed. This seed had been there for years, wrapped tightly in its shell, safe, protected, held. The seed loved the branch, loved the height, loved the view of the world from up there. Every morning, the wind would pass through, and the seed would feel it, that gentle movement, and think to itself, "This is where I belong. This is my place." And for a long time it was. But one autumn morning, something changed. The wind came, but this time it did not pass gently. It pushed and it pulled. It shook the branch so hard that the seed lost its grip and fell, down past the leaves, down past the roots, into the cold, dark soil below. The seed lay there, alone and confused. Why did this happen to me? I was safe up there. I was home. Days passed, then weeks. Rain came and soaked the ground, and the cold pressed in from every side. And the seed, still asking why, slowly began to crack, not from strength, but from pain, from pressure, from the weight of everything around it. And in that cracking, something the seed never expected began to stir. There is a place most people know, not a location, but a feeling. The feeling of being buried, of losing something, a job, a relationship, a dream, and not knowing how to breathe without it. The seed knew that place. Surrounded by darkness, no view, no height, no branch, just soil, heavy and cold, pressing down from every side. And the seed whispered to itself, "Maybe this is where stories end. Maybe I was never meant for more than the branch." But the soil heard something different. Slowly, so slowly the seed almost missed it, something began to move inside. A push, a reach, a tiny thread of life pressing upward through the dark. The seed did not understand it. It was not trying to grow. It was not trying to survive. It was simply responding to something deeper than thought, something planted long before the fall. Day by day, the thread became a shoot. The shoot found a crack of light, and the seed, now no longer just a seed, reached toward it, not because it had a plan, but because something inside it already knew the way. Weeks passed, then months, and where the seed had fallen, in that same cold, dark spot, something extraordinary stood. A sapling. Young, green, reaching upward with a quiet kind of confidence that only comes from having survived the dark. And one morning, the wind passed through again, that same wind that had knocked the seed from the branch. But this time, the sapling did not grip in fear. It swayed gently and freely, and for the first time, it understood. The branch was not home. It was just the beginning. The fall was not punishment. It was preparation. And the dark soil, the very thing that felt like an ending, was the only place where it could become what it was always meant to be. Maybe you have been holding on to a branch, a job, a person, a version of yourself, and life shook you loose. And right now, you are in the soil, cold and dark, wondering why. But here is what the seed would tell you. The fall was not the end of your story. It was the first line of a better one, because you were never meant to stay on the branch. You were meant to become the tree. so do not rush out of the dark. Something is already growing inside you. Trust it.